Helium HNT is ripping higher and is one of the top performers in the top 100 coins by market cap. Network usage is soaring. The broader crypto landscape has gained some regulatory clarity with the approval of the Bitcoin ETF, and we are getting closer and closer to a confirmed bullish engulfing candle on the weekly chart. The rest of the market is taking a dive today, but HNT is up 15% at the time of this recording and is showing some serious signs of strength. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another video here in the Crypto Compound channel. Thank you all so much for being here. I hope you guys are having a great day. Please hit that like and subscribe on the way in. Today, we're talking about Helium severely outperforming here on the charts, on the daily, and over the past week or so. We're going to take a look at the current ranking, what might be driving this, and some other broader changes that are taking place that have to do with this amazing price action we're seeing. We did highlight in the last video this higher low here on the chart at the time of the recording of the last video, which I'll put a link to up in the corner. This candle, which wicked below this curve right here, was actually red. So the time of the recording of the last video is a very interesting point here. It really was the beginning of this price up thrust here. As we can see, we wicked and almost touched this resistance line, which buyers failed to overtake a few weeks ago. Really amazing stuff. As we can see on the right here, the Solana ecosystem. These are just some random coins I keep track of here, and I try to keep them the same so that I could always get an idea of what's moving. We can see HNT is one of the only green ones, only behind Myro.
Are you serious?
For the greatest 24-hour percentage change. If we take a look over here at CoinMarketCap, we can see Helium has gained considerable ground over the past week, up 40% over the last 7 days, almost 15% over the last 24 hours, and currently at position number 56. A few videos ago, we were as low as number 70, so this is a lot of ground has been covered throughout this price increase. And of course, as I've mentioned multiple times on Twitter, on X, and on here, I would expect us to be in the top 50 coins by market cap, certainly before the end of the month. We're almost halfway through this month. I'm very, very confident that we will see Helium in the top 50 coins by market cap this month. And the real goal here, or the real measure of success, would be staying in the top 50 coins by market cap and moving higher from there. Now, before we dive deeper into the chart, I want to highlight a few things here. I mentioned this a few days ago on X. This was a snapshot from AT&T mentioning that there's going to be a $5 convenience fee if you want to pay your bill a certain way. Really unbelievable stuff going on with these major telcos, and this is just going to drive people to look for alternatives. One of them, and the main one, being Helium Mobile. Not only are they increasing prices and adding convenience fees, but Helium Mobile is actually paying people to onboard onto their service. They're making it more and more secure every day, which they have just announced with the secure eSIM migration, which we'll cover in another video. But stuff like this is what's going to drive even faster adoption of things like Helium Mobile nationally. This is really just amazing to see how they really have no regard for the customer here. Now, this was another post on X that I thought was really interesting and a good measure of where we are in the cycle. This guy says Coinbase App isn't even close to top 200 and currently sits 35th in finance behind no-name apps. So much higher. I think that is a really interesting point. And I always say that the party does not start until Bitcoin hits 50K. We haven't gotten there yet. I still think we are super, super early in this cycle. And I think that Helium is in one of the best positions to outperform here moving forward, considering the data usage and the market adoption and the market penetration we have been seeing over the past few weeks. And as I highlighted a few hours ago, this is the weekly chart for Helium right now. We're in the middle of what could end up being a massive, massive bullish engulfing candle on the weekly chart, which is significantly more meaningful than on the daily and on, of course, the 4-hour. Now, guys, if we move over here to the chart, we can see that we're sitting just below the $8 level on the daily, and we are starting to see the first signs of positive momentum in weeks on the daily chart. That is very, very significant to see that this The positive momentum is coming back here on the daily. And we can see as far as the RSI goes, we are in the middle of the bullish control zone. We are not overbought. This is a really, really good position to be in. And the fact that Helium is showing this strength amongst such big red numbers in the broader markets is amazing. If we contrast this chart here with the current Bitcoin chart, we can see that they couldn't be more opposite. And up until this point, we have seen Helium really following what the broader markets have been doing. And this is really the biggest and first divergence in price action that we have seen, which I think is an amazing, amazing sign for what's to come in the coming weeks and months and even years. Now, if we look here at the weekly, we can see this bullish engulfing candle, which we have a few days left before closing, but a closure of this candle, even just above this level and even more meaningful would be above this support, would be an amazing sign of price strength here for Helium, and which I would believe would be a signal for seeing some serious price outperformance against its relative peers here in the crypto space moving forward. And we can see that Helium is really respecting the technical analysis here. This is a clear support line here on the weekly chart, which has been respected almost to the penny here in terms of the closing and opening of these two candles on the weekly chart. A close above this now hopes to serve as resistance here on the chart would be a really, really positive sign. And of course, would be a massive weekly engulfing candle of really the past 3 weeks of price action. And of course, guys, on the monthly, Helium has been completely unfazed. No red in sight. Of course, we're only about halfway through this month, but closing above the $9.40 level, which is going to be a clear resistance level, is certainly on the table. I would actually expect that. I would expect the price to close above this level this month, especially if we do get a confirmed weekly engulfing candle here on the weekly chart. I think the price action we are seeing from Helium could not be better. We're outperforming against peers, outperforming against the broader markets when almost everything else is down significantly over the past 24 hours. And of course, network usage is at all-time highs. I think Fark here really highlights the high-level fundamentals that Helium is currently seeing. Of course, these are from the Dune dashboard, and we can see that the Helium DC burn network usage is increasing significantly day over day, and we can see that HNT is being burned by network users at a very significant rate. This is a very good sign in terms of network usage, network strength, and anticipated network usage by network users. And guys, lastly, what we're looking for going forward now, of course, is a higher high than this previous higher high, which happens to coincide with this inflection line that is going to serve as some serious resistance here for buyers. If buyers can overtake the sellers, overpower the sellers, reclaim that level and maintain above it, that would be the best case scenario here for Helium moving forward in the short term. We do want to see a higher local high than this previous one. Buyers were unable to overtake this inflection line last time about a few weeks ago. Let's see what is going to happen now. All indication here on the charts, on the MACD, on the RSI are all very, very positive and indicating strong positive momentum to the upside. So I think our chances are very good. And I really think that the largest indication of strength here is the fact that HNT is not being impacted by the broader market sell-off here today. That is a huge, huge sign that people are looking past the broader markets and are identifying Helium as a very strong opportunity here in the top 100 coins by market cap, and hopefully soon in the top 50 coins by market cap. But guys, let me know if you guys have any questions or comments. Please leave them down below. Please hit that like and subscribe if you have not already. I'd really love to hear what you guys are seeing, if it's any different than what I'm seeing. But guys, that is all I have for today's video. Thank you so much for being here. Please hit that like and subscribe if you have not already. But just like that, this video is over, and I will see